quick. Listen, when they talk about you, so I just noticed someone remixed one of my YouTube videos. And it was a YouTube video where I was able to unveil my car. And I was like, look at God, right? And so I was just like, when I noticed it, I was like, wow, but it was interesting because as I'm, doing all this stuff, I'm like, okay, are you prepared, right? Like, are you prepared for the limelight? Are you prepared to receive the claps as well as the boos? So when people talk about you, I wanted to come on to share this with you. You must know who and whose you are when people talk about you, right? So be prepared for people to not understand you. Be prepared for people, to misinterpret what you're doing, or all of that stuff. You got to be prepared for that. When people talk about you, you have to ask yourself, what does God say about me? As a matter of fact, what do I choose to believe about myself? Because people will have you in a depressive state. People will have you ready to commit suicide. So I wanted to come on really to encourage you that when people are saying all manner of evil about you or manner of things about you, it's completely okay. They don't matter. Pay attention to what you choose to give your energy to, right? When you think about what you've been through, when you think about, the times that you were laying there in a fetal position, were they there? So here's the thing. You done survived. And this is the message I had to tell myself. You done survived so much stuff, right? And God was the only person or the only entity that was there to bring you out. Now, why would you allow another pile of dirt to say something and disrupt your spirit and cause you to feel, less than who God has created you to be, right? So you're going to let another pile of dirt get in the way of who God Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, called you to be. And so somebody tried to make it seem. So I unveiled my car here on this platform, right on YouTube. I unveiled my car because I was like, oh my goodness. First of all, I wasn't even thinking about the car, right? And I went, and the way it happened, I'm like, oh, this is God. And so the person who remixed my video was like, as if I was saying, my car is God. So y'all got to pay attention. So often we give people control over our minds. And I want, as a trauma therapist, and helping individuals recognize how we can allow the opinions of other people to really mess with us, right? The opinions of other people. So really pay attention to that. And so here I am. I'm like, wow, I know my life. I know where God brought me from. They don't. You know your life. You know where God brought you from. You know what God has done for you. Other people don't. So why would you allow the opinions of other people and what they may be saying about you to get in the way of how you see yourself and what you believe about yourself? So how do we overcome this? How do we overcome being impacted and affected negatively by the opinions of other people? Number one, you got to know who you are. You got to know who you are and know who you are for real. Because if you don't know who you are, you will start listening to the opinions of other people, right? Number two, you got to heal. Because sometimes we identify who we are based on the opinions of other people or the previous experiences that we've had. So we got to make sure we've healed from childhood trauma, childhood hurts, healed from abandonment issues, people walking out on us. We got to make sure we've healed from those things. Because if we haven't healed from that, then when we're in other relationships, whether it's work relationships or personal relationships, we're going to base who we are on what they do. And I'm saying humans are fickle. Today, you would do jumping jacks, and they'll be like, oh, good job. Tomorrow, you would do jumping jacks, and they'll be looking at you like something is wrong with you. That's just humans. I need y'all to understand this. This is just humans. And so when I looked at it, this is what I noticed. And I want y'all to pay attention. Number 3, pay attention to your body and how your body responds to trauma, right? So what I noticed is that when I seen this person remix my stuff, I was like, okay, but they're not even important, right? They're not even that important. Hey, Martin, thank you for coming on. But look, they're not even that important, right? But I noticed I felt something in my stomach. And so I had to ask myself this question. Are you ready? Because the higher you go, the bigger of a target you become. Notice this. The higher you go in success and whatever, the bigger of a target you become. And so literally I had to ask myself, like, okay, are you ready? Like, are you ready for the applauses? Oh, look at LaShanna, all that. And are you ready for the bulls? Oh, she ain't nothing. I remember when, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you ready for that? Are you ready to ignore the opinions of other people and really walk in your truth? Are you ready for that? Like, I really need you to be able to understand, because people are going to talk about you. They're going to talk about us. That's humans. When they don't have a life, when they don't really have a purpose. Because listen to this. This is what I learned in my own life and in the lives of people who are successful. Now, wait. When I say people who are successful, I'm not talking about it from a monetary money standpoint. I'm talking about people who finally understand their purpose and walking in their purpose. Those people do not sit around and talk about other people. Pay attention to this. People who are successful do not sit around and talk about other people. So when somebody is talking about you, let that be a sign that you are doing something. Let that be a sign that you are doing something great. And here's the other thing. Don't stop building the wall in Nehemiah. Don't stop building the wall to turn and try to defend yourself. Right? Because it doesn't matter. People going to think about you what they choose to think about you. You can try to defend yourself. You can say all this stuff, and people still going to have an opinion. Right? So when I seen that, I was like, oh, I felt sorry for the person. Because I'm like, that's what he came up with from my video? I was like, because he don't know my story, though, so I couldn't get upset. Right? I couldn't get offended. Like, he don't know my story from prison to professional. He don't know my story, that I have a relationship with God. He don't know my story, that the cars and the money and the houses and the relationship, none of that means absolutely nothing. He don't know that story, but guess what? He don't matter. Y'all hear me? Like, he doesn't matter. And a lot of times, y'all, we make people matter who absolutely don't matter. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them say whatever they want to say. Let them talk. They don't know your story. So here you are trying to please people, trying to get the attention of people who don't know your story. Let them talk. People who are negative is going to be negative, whether you pay them attention or not. Let them talk. So whatever people got to say about you, let them say it. You stay focused on what it is you're doing. Stay focused on the goal. Build the wall, Nehemiah. Build the wall. Your people been wanting. Your people is struggling. You know what? There's people that's struggling with suicidal ideations. There's people that's struggling, right? And you're going to get off the wall to what? To pay attention to somebody who don't even have a life. Because people who have a life don't spend their time talking about other people. That's just not what we do. So pay attention to that. So let them talk. Let them say whatever they're going to say. Let them say whatever they're going to say. Let your life prove. Let your life be the proof of who you are. Continue to help people. Continue to serve. Continue to show up. Right? Because people are going to talk. I need y'all to get that. People are going to talk about you. But guess what? They don't matter. They don't matter. Right? So you got to ask yourself the question, what am I going to pay attention to? So as a therapist, right, this is one thing I realized or that I've noticed and I help people overcome. You can go out the house and you can like what you got on. You can get 10 compliments. One person say something negative and you done already forgot about everything else somebody who said something positive had to say. You done got caught up in that negative advice, that negative compliment. Pay attention. Pay attention to that. Okay? So again, do not let them talk. If they're going to talk about you, let them talk. They mean nothing. Right? People who are living their purpose, people who are living their life, they don't have time to sit around talking about other people. So be encouraged. Don't commit suicide. Don't end it because somebody don't like you. Don't forget about your purpose, your dream, your goal because somebody says something about you. Listen, they don't matter. They do not matter. So let them talk. So how do you overcome it? Number one, you got to recognize that guess what? People are going to talk. People are going to say things about you that is untrue. Or how about this? People may say things about you that's actually true. Okay? So what? And let me tell you, people who talk about other people, bullies, it's only there to take the attention off of them because they don't know who they are. They don't like who they are. Pay attention to that. Bullies are there. They get their power from taking the attention off of them and trying to put the attention on you. But listen, when you let the bully know that they're not affecting you, guess what? They got to go somewhere else. So let them talk. Let them talk. Don't trip. So I just wanted to come on to encourage you. Those of you who are feeling down, right? You're feeling down, right? You're feeling down. I'm saying to you, let them say whatever they want to say. If they want to walk out of your life, let them walk. If they come in, okay, cool. If they like you, okay. If they don't like you, okay. Let them talk. Let them talk. Do not allow yourself to be negatively influenced by somebody who don't even matter. Y'all got that? All right? So I just wanted to come on to encourage you and let you know, let them talk. Because guess what? They're going to talk anyway. So be blessed. Be blessed.